Hey guys, it's Thursday, and thanks to a hectic schedule and me being horrendously behind at uni, and I mean more behind than I usually am, we're back. We're still on the webcam, and obviously because we're on the webcam, I'm not going to be talking about my wall. I will eventually, just not today. So, yet again, Facebook has changed somewhat. Usually the changes don't bother me too much because, well, they always make something worse. Usually something gets a bit better. But this time round, I really don't get it. Like, it's just confused everything. Like, it was fine before. I got it before. You know, if I wanted to know what was actually recently posted, I clicked on recent. If I hadn't clicked on that, then it was just showing me, like, the top ones, the ones most people had commented on, and that made sense. But now it's like I logged in and I just like didn't know what was going on, and things had little tabs in the corner and it was like, you might be interested in this, that's why we have tabbed it. And I was like, what? I don't even. And then up in the corner, you know, I've got so-and-so, some vague friend of mine commented on someone's who I don't even know status with this. You know, it's not relevant at all, and I don't know why I would want to know about someone I don't even know. It's just made it so much more confusing. I can't even work out on my homepage how to just see what I want to see. I just want to see it in order. I don't want it sectioned out down the page. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know every time Facebook changes something, people complain. And everyone's just like, oh, get over it, you know, they've just changed it. But this time round, really? Why? Like, there was no reason to change that. And I do think this time the majority of people actually don't like it, as opposed to it usually being split rather evenly. I don't think, no matter what we say, I don't think they'll change it back. I think they're trying to change and keep up and be a bit different because, you know, Google Plus is now threatening them. And the reasons, you know, people are talking about Google Plus is, oh, well, if your parents have added you on Facebook, you know, then you can go and get Google Plus. Well, your parents will eventually add you on Google Plus if they've already added you on Facebook. I mean, and then you just have to move on to another one. So it's not the solution. And you know, people say, oh, you've accumulated all these friends that you don't really know, whatever, on Facebook. So just delete them. Like, it's not that hard. You know, they probably won't even notice if they're not a very good friend of yours. And if they're not a good friend of yours, do you even care if they notice? I mean, you just deleted them on Facebook. It's not exactly the biggest deal, is it? And if you're not friends in real life, then why should you care? Something that always makes me crack up on Facebook is, you know, you post on someone's wall. And they generally, you know, people used to post back and forward on your walls, but, you know, then since commenting, it's just like, you know, you will comment, and that's how you'll have the conversation. So you post on someone's wall, they comment back, you comment back, maybe you're having a little conversation. At some point, the conversation has to stop. I mean, you can't go on commenting indefinitely. So at some point, someone thinks the conversation has wrapped up enough, and then instead of posting again, they will like the last comment. And it works really well. I mean, it's a weird convention, but everyone does it. You know, at some point you just can't reply again. So instead of replying again, you like the other person's last comment, and then it wraps up your conversation. But it wraps up your conversation in, you know, in a friendly way. Like, you haven't just left it and walked off and they think, oh, why didn't they reply? Did they not read it? It's like, no, look, see, they liked it. And finished with it, and I just think that's great. I think that's one of the best uses, actually, of the Facebook like button. So, to sum up, hopefully someone will hopefully take over my channel for a bit. Basically, I've got so much uni work to do, and I'm really behind, and all these marks count towards whether I can do honours in my final year next year, so it is rather important. I mean, if it wasn't important, I wouldn't get someone to take over, but it really is. Until I see you again, don't know when that might be, DFTBA.